Hi, welcome to Channel Surfing. A bunch of shows this month revolve around loss and grief, and that's not good for viewer retention. And I guess that's just something we'll have to deal with, so like and subscribe. Okay, so I don't want it to become a thing where I just single out a single TV show and to rant about for the good majority of the video with some spoilers, but WandaVision was huge. It was culturally significant, so I feel like I kind of have to talk about it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's like if The Truman Show, Annihilation, and Sorry for Your Loss had a very weird baby. But is it good? Look, I don't have a stake in Marvel as like a whole property franchise, but watching this show is like watching like a bottle episode of a TV show. You can watch that episode and still feel like a complete story is told, but you'll just get the impression that you're just missing out on something bigger. But despite feeling like an outsider looking in, I did feel like it could have been more complete. Like those last two episodes, they just felt like such a cop-out. And like they actually had this very interesting story about a literal grieving goddess. And I mean goddess in the literal term. I'm not trying to like, simp for Lizzie. A grieving godlike figure is such an interesting idea for a premise, Marvel or not. And then it just devolved into this like stagey sort of superhero fight. And it is a superhero show, but it could have been more to that. It could have been this interesting story about exploring grief and loss and trauma and moving on and coping, and it just didn't do that in its final two episodes. WandaVision did have its moments of brilliance, but it did succumb to the reliance of a stereotypical superhero show with a conventional superhero moving ending. Considering the show explores how things inevitably fall apart if you just paint over your problems and breaking out a cycle when the problems don't get fixed. In that regard, I think the show fails. So the whole trope of family members of work-consumed lead detective are tired of him only caring about the case gets old super quick, but the rest is excellent. A respectful retelling of the murder and recovery of journalist Kim Wall. I liked it. Considering it is South Park, you kind of have to take it for what it is, but considering everything, it does its job. It's that sexy bland combination you can get away with calling a psychological thriller nowadays.
You better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out.
I want to say it's better. Better than season 1. It's still just like 5 hours of sustained tension, which it's good. It's just like you just wonder where it's going. Like Lauren Ambrose is great. Like the whole cast is great. Like I just want to know where it's going at this point. An incredibly frustrating shit show that doesn't pay off, and it's not even really saved by the incredible performances of Amy Brenneman, Lily Rabe, Hamish Linklater. It might just well be the most well-acted shit show so far this year. Good job, Lily. Like, if you're into Southern Gothics, you might like this. But I would just recommend rewatching Sharp Objects. This could have easily been a phoned-in, bare minimum pandemic project, but to my delight, there's a lot of Lovecraftian what the fuckery to love. The audiocentricity of it just allows your imagination to run wild, and the visuals the show does have, the style and the way the text bleeds in and out does not detract from what might become Welcome to Night Vale, but TV show kinda. Wow. It's good. I do kind of wish the central story about the scandal with the CEO and the company was more of a backseat one. The stories that involve the people's relationships being tested is way more interesting to me. Also, polyamory is apparently not a thing in this story, so that's cool. Doesn't this show know that just because you put a plus sign in your title doesn't mean you're cool or appealing?
Who are you? I'm you but stronger.